What's up everyone, this is Leo with Print Co. and this is the Ultimate Print Shop package. Before we get too far into the video, let's talk a little bit about why we even made these platens to begin with. So a few years back, we bought our very first DTG machine and it was awesome. We basically ran it into the ground. A few years after that, we got the Epson F2100, which was a great experience. But it didn't take a whole lot of time for us to realize that some things just weren't adding up. Because with screen printing, we can do hoodies, ladies' tees, baby onesies really easily. With DTG, it was basically impossible to do the same items. So we did a little bit of research, right? We eventually found out that it wasn't the actual machine that was the problem, it was the 14x16 platen that came with the machine. So we got to work. We started developing our own platens, and those platens we used to print normal orders for our customers that they would ask for all the time. Things like hoodies, ladies' tees, baby onesies, infant tees. We used the platens that we made instead of the one that came with the machine. After a few years, we decided to turn these into actual products. Those products eventually became the Ultimate Print Shop package, and that's what we're gonna be showing you guys today. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of backstory so you can know that these products originally started as just normal solutions for our print shop. We turned them into products, so hopefully they can help you guys at home. So with that said, let's jump into the very first one and let's get started. So for demo purposes, we're gonna be showing you guys what it's like to print using the 14x16 that comes with your printer. But we're also gonna be showing you guys a better way to print the exact same items using the Ultimate Print Shop package. The only thing you're gonna be missing is when we transfer out the base here for the master adapter. So let's do that now. The first thing you wanna do is take off the base that comes with the printer. You wanna take your master adapter, and you wanna plop it right into place. That's it, that's the entire setup for the Ultimate Print Shop package. All right, let's start with a super common item, right? A baby onesie. Now with a onesie, you have a few things that are automatically gonna make it tough, right? You got the buttons down here, you got the seams, you got the collar, and generally speaking, it's a much more narrow profile than a t-shirt. So here's what it's gonna be like when you try printing it at home. You're gonna try to put it on the 14x16, and even though it is possible to get it on the platen, you still have some obstructions in the way. You have the buttons up here, the seams, the collar, the other seams, but the big problem that we have here is even if you tape up everything that's in the way, when you print on it, it's gonna print normally at first. But then when you take off the baby onesie, you're immediately gonna see that it's gonna shrink and warp back down to a smaller size. And that's because you printed it when it was stretched out. So instead of doing it that way, let's do it a much easier way using the correct platen. First thing we're gonna do is grab the 7x8 platen and drop it into the master adapter and lock it into place. Next, you wanna take your onesie and then just thread it over the platen like you normally would a t-shirt. Except here what you're gonna notice is that all the seams, the collar, and even the buttons are all below the print surface area, which means that you're gonna get the best possible print because the surface area is gonna be as close as possible to the print head without setting off the height sensors. Next step here is to put the hoop over the platen, lock it down, and you're ready to print. This is a basic ladies tee, and it's super common for most print shops. But watch what happens when you load it on a 14x16 platen. The first thing you're gonna notice are that the seams always stay up on the print surface area, and that's a really bad thing. The main reason is because these are gonna constantly keep setting off the height sensor every time you go to print. So now you have one of two choices, right? You can either tape up the seams, which will kind of give you a flatter surface to work with, but then the downside is you're gonna have to drop the platen to compensate for the additional height, and that's gonna compromise the quality of your print. The other thing you can also do is you grab the sleeves, you pull them outward, and then you wrap them under the platen, right? So what's gonna happen here is, even though you're gonna be able to pull off the print, as soon as you let go of the t-shirt, it's gonna snap back into its original shape, and whatever you did print on the print surface area is gonna warp and shrink, and it's just gonna look really bad. So now let me show you guys a way to print on ladies' tees with your Epson F2100, but without any of those problems. All right, to start, you're gonna grab a 10x12 platen, you're gonna drop it into the master adapter and lock it into place. Then take the exact same ladies' tee and thread it over the platen the same way you would a 14x16. The difference here are that the seams and the collar fall below the print surface area so that they're not obstructing the print. What's gonna end up happening here is you can actually raise the platen higher now so that it's closer to the print head to give you a better quality print. You're also not gonna have to be fumbling around with tape or residue or any of that stuff because it's just not necessary. Then you take the hoop, you secure the t-shirt down, you lock it into place, and you're ready to print. This next one's a bit of a no-brainer, but how do you print a hat using a 14x16 platen? The honest answer is you can't. So let me go right into how you can actually do it quick and effectively using the Captain Platen that comes with the Ultimate Print Shop package. First thing we're gonna do is take the Captain Platen, put it on the setup station, and lock it into place. Once you move the locking bar forward, you wanna take the bill of your hat and you wanna slide it under the front bar. That's that little skinny one right up there. Then you wanna take the sweatband and tuck it under the top plate. So you wanna do that on the right side first, then you do the same thing on the left side. Make sure that the hat is nice and straight, throw the rest of the hat back, smooth out the print surface area the way I'm doing it here, and engage the locking bar. If you want, you can give it one last tug on both sides, then you just unlock the platen and take it over to your printer. Then you drop it into the master adapter, lock it in, and you're ready to print. All right, this next item is one of the hardest things to print for any DTG shop, and those are hoodies. Because when you print on a hoodie, you can realistically either mess up the pocket or mess up the hood. Because no matter how you lay it out, you're either gonna get a whole lot of pocket on top or a whole lot of hood. So realistically speaking, you're gonna have to tape up the bottom part, you have to tape up the top part, then you're still gonna have to drop the entire height of the platen just to compensate for the additional height on top of the print area. It's just never gonna give you a good quality print, and you're gonna spend ages putting tape on and off the platen. It's gonna be a nightmare. But let me show you the best way to print on hoodies with the Epson F2100 and the Ultimate Print Shop package. This is our famous 16x10 platen. The first thing you want to do is drop it into the adapter, lock it in. Then you want to take your hoodie and you want to thread it over the platen. Now the first thing you're immediately going to realize are that the pocket and the hood fall below the print surface area. So you don't have to bother with them up here with tape or anything like that. They're completely out of the way so you can get a high quality print. The second thing you might notice is that it's a lot wider of a platen. And that's because hoodies typically have a much wider print surface area. So if you wanted to print a full image on a hoodie, this gives the operator much more print surface area to work with. Then what you want to do is take your hoop, secure the hoodie down, lock it into place, put everything else on the tray, and you're ready to print. Now let me show you our 14x16 platen. This is the same type of platen that comes on your DTG machine, except ours has a very special feature that others don't. And that's that our platens let you load all of your apparel front facing, which means that instead of doing this backwards and upside down, you can check to see if your t-shirts are centered, straight, or anything else that you need to verify before you print off the press comfortably facing you forward. From here, all you do is take the hoop, you secure the t-shirt down, you lock it into place, you fold the front of it up, you unlock it from the bottom, and you transport it over to your machine. In case you're wondering, you can load all of the t-shirt classes I just showed you onto the setup station. And the reason for this is that it makes it a lot easier to just set up different types of apparel a lot calmer, a lot more accurately without all the stress and pressure. And then as soon as you're done, you just transport it right over to the DTG machine and you're ready to print. The Ultimate Print Shop package comes with a 7x8 platen, a 10x12, a 16x10, a 14x16 platen, all the corresponding locking hoops, the Captain Platen, the setup station, and the master adapter for your machine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to take a brief moment to point out that we're a print shop just like you guys. We have our challenges and our struggles, but if we're able to make solutions, turn them into products, and then offer them to you guys so that you can benefit from them too, we're more than happy to. And that's why it's also worth noting that we are actually the only platen company in the industry that believes enough in their products to offer you guys a lifetime warranty. So what that means, if for whatever reason something happens to any of your key print products, they bend, they break, they misalign, it doesn't matter. You send us whatever pieces are left over, and we're gonna send you a brand new version of that product for free, for life. So with that said, guys, make sure you're following us on Instagram. We're always printing on there live. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for how-to tutorials on how to use these products to make real profitable products for your shop. And make sure that you guys reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever. My name is Leo with Key Print Co. We'll catch you on the next one.